Kit, let us know when you can hear us, because I think I fixed my end, but...
We are going to make sounds. Can we be heard?
Okay.
Excellent.
Done?
Yeah, it's working.
Okay, so...
I've had so many problems with the computer in the last week that I completely forgot to fix that one. So sorry, that's on me.
I'm
all
happy
good.
with this result because I know it's going to be really good later on, especially if we take this assembly with us. But 15.
Okay, Pim, you spend the better part of a week painstakingly toiling away. About halfway through, you get to a point where it's finished, and you just like stand back and admire it with like Katalina and Lockie, and just go, it's done. So, what prompts you to think this could be better?
It was an 11.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to...
Because looking at something functional doesn't mean it's going to be exceptional. So I looked at it and challenged myself to make it exceptional rather than just functional.
Fair enough. So you saw it and perhaps Lockie said, not bad. And then you went, that's not good enough.
I was like, not bad? Lockie said not bad? That's not good!
We got another Shazoo!
Me, like it didn't auto resub my Prime. I don't know why.
I don't...
I'll
well,
take it.
whatever the reason, I love the Shazoo.
Mm-hmm.
It broke my streak, so now I'm on a 1 month streak.
Oh,
Like,
So
it was
rude.
like 16 months, goddammit.
You can afford streaks.
So while Lockie is
Because I paid them.
so while Pim is like toiling away in the back corner, making this mech mount the best mech mount it can be, Lockie and Kathleen, you are working with the parts you brought back.
Mhm.
Ow, hang on a sec. Oh, I've got a bit of a quirk in my genetics that's causing me pain.
are you okay?
My grandfather, mother, and me all have the same issue with our big toe joints. Occasionally they hurt.
Oh no, that's a
That's
bad
a fun one.
feeling.
That's all good. So,
I imagine, on a cold day when you accidentally kick something, do you turn Super Saiyan?
it's more just like the joint itself gets kind of stiff and sticky and it hurts when you move it.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine. So, Katalina, I have made a mental note of your role. I think with that, you've kind of like created a 3D spray painting pattern for like most of this thing is going to be like a decently bright yellow with the whole like black panels of like big chunky diagonal lines, classic construction robot looking thing. But your role basically helped you place like the like mandated warning labels where they're meant to be and different tags and IDs that show that it's a registered piece of equipment, so it looks like it belongs on the planet fully doing this function, and you feel quite good about that. So, Lockie, while Pim is fussing with future issues and Katalina is tinkering with the disguise of the mech, which is very her, I must say.
Yeah, it is very her. Do you
No,
need me to
you're
press-
just researching it.
Also, another Shazoo.
no,
another
no.
Shazoo.
So what did you need?
I will have you roll post-tech to just get a sense of what the machine is like right now.
Does he get assist from me or not? Because I'm pretty
You
much
can
there the
assist
whole
him.
time, yeah.
Yes, you can assist him.
With what stat do you want me to use?
Intelligence.
Nope,
so
I don't
it'll just
assist
be-
him at all.
If you want, he's literally
God.
just over there, and he can multitask.
You know what? At
Shit.
least I'm perfectly balanced, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
all things should be.
Tech.
That is a 9.
Okay.
You act.
So I
I
do not have a
rolled
plus 2
if
intelligence.
I can help him, and I rolled a 2 and a 3.
I'm afraid you were simply far too busy with your perfect mount to be able to lend much aid, unfortunately.
You know
That's
what?
right.
Yeah.
9's
You know
okay.
what? Yeah.
And Catalina was too busy, like, getting that paint
Yeah.
job perfect. She's stenciling in those
Yeah.
little details, you know?
Sitting there, this isn't the right paint. I must
Mhm.
mix more.
Yeah, basically. So, Lockie, you like over a series of a few hours of like opening panels, like blowing inside and checking fuses and things, and I feel like at one point like actively getting inside and trying to take it for a walk, come to a few conclusions about this machine. It is in desperate need of some maintenance, as it's very like clunky and unpleasant to move around in. There's lots of like angry scraping noises as you move around. But once you like do like a basic once over clean of everything, you find that there's a few issues, kind of systemic problems to solve. You've got the leg actuators are a bit sticky, so the speed score for the suit is actually 2 as opposed to 4.
Okay.
There is an entire arm missing, so you are less 1 hard point, and also some of the actual lifting strength achievable by the mech. The reactor is a bit leaky, so it's only achieving stably about half power output, and the actual plating of a lot of the armor is kind of rusty, so it's not as protective as you would like it to be either.
Okay.
So you have some problems, and you have a pile of components to apply solutions. Which one are you going to tackle first?
I feel like he's more wanting to get the frame up and running or physically there first, so he'll probably work on the arm first.
Please roll me a tech push tech, which can be assisted by Katalina if she's done stenciling.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we will.
Double sixes.
Okay, Rory.
So that's...
Rory, it did it again. It's 2 5s.
What is happening?
But it's stuck in the rolly thing again. What's it called again?
So-
the tower.
With
The
her
dice tower.
assist, that will make it a 12. Sorry, a 14. Sorry, +1 for my post deck, +1 for her assist.
I sent you another photo. I am not
It
kidding.
looks almost exactly the same, Alice. What is happening?
No, it's the other side. Look at it. Look at it. Look
It's
at
just
it.
the same.
I
It's
know.
the same photo.
So-
No, guys. Oh, actually, hang on.
Oh, gosh.
Wait, it hasn't sent yet. So you're looking at a duplicate of the photo. But look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this.
It's so sketch.
It's like so
But
identical.
it's fine.
I will put it in the Discord for people so they can actually see what's going on.
It's all good. So
No, I think it's fun.
Bucky,
so, you know.
you spend the next few days at this point assisted by Katalina as she's finished toiling away with this like 3D spray design. You are I feel like the way you as a person would do it is you would fully dismantle the arm and shoulder mount that's there, and then just like piece by piece figure out a way to replicate it.
Yep.
So you've broken it down. You assemble the other arm for the parts you have, machine and modify certain ones that need adjusting, and then after a few days, you have a complete suit. It's not. It's got some more work that needs doing, but you feel a lot better having the entire thing.
Oh
There you
yeah.
go. The two thingamabobs are on the channel.
Okay.
You can see just exactly how potato fry they are. Like they are identical except opposite. It's like I flipped the camera.
All good. So, what's next, Lucky? Are you gonna work on the arm of the reactor or the leg actuators?
I think if it came to the reactor, that's something you should probably talk to Pim about getting some assist with. Because, you know, things blowing up, not really, you know, he's good at blowing stuff up, but not good at making things not blow up. So-
Good point. This party is just that in general.
So I'm rolling to assist, yeah?
Yes, please.
I mean, yes. So at this point, Pim, you're finished with the mech mount, and like, how have this thing fully rigged up and suspended, and the two of you are just like walking around, like poking things, going, yes, I see. So yes, roll me some.
Roll, Bill.
Turning to Sean.
I haven't rolled yet.
Did
Would it be post-tech again on that one?
It could be post-tech or science, I would say.
Post-tech it is.
do you know what?
Ooh, I hope you rolled well. I got a 7 on the dice, so 8 with my +1 from post-tech.
I rolled double ones.
Oh, well.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
an 8.
That's still a
8?
4. Oh, wait, no, that's 5. That's still a 5.
You need to get at least a 7 to grant the person you're assisting a +1. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay.
Well, I didn't blow it up, so that's the important thing.
You didn't blow it up. The reactor isn't perfect, and it may remain to be a bit of a point of contention with this device. But the two of you together believe that the best you can persuade out of it right now is 8 power as opposed to 10. So it's not perfect, but you think you've done the best you can.
Funnily enough, that's exactly the amount of power we need.
Yeah.
Oh, okay then.
That sounds like
Like we
works for
had
me.
2 extra power. I was like, all right, well, if we think of something later on, you actually have 8 power. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, well that works.
Okay. Now at this point, you are beginning to run out of components a little bit. So choosing between the armor and the sticky leg actuators may be a thing that you encounter if you have some issues.
Yeah.
I might work on that then.
So
Because I've built the assembly, so I might as well work out all of the deficiencies that I can. And I don't sleep, so.
By the way, just as a small note, this entire time Katalina has been working and doing some rehab for her joints.
Rehab.
fair enough.
Yes, rehab for the joints that have all been, reformed
Messed up.
into fucked up metal
Healed, you mean?
organic.
We
heavy-
need to have an intervention for
Yeah.
Katalina and her vodka. Like,
Look, honestly,
would-
she needs to go back to that alien and be all like, "What the fuck have you done to me?"
You would probably see Mordeaux in the corner of the room finish up on his sniper rifle, then stand up, his clothes flicker, and then he's wearing a full Master Chief style assault suit. And then he just starts stripping, getting naked, and working on that and maintaining it instead.
oh, we're stripping now. Fair enough. Tim's going to strip while he's working on the...
I mean,
You've
I'm
got a
maintaining
protocol
my
for that.
gear,
I'm at
so
work
I'm
during this, yeah?
You're probably, yeah, at this point you're at work. So, I mean, it's,
Can I roll to fix this mech while I'm butt naked?
yes.
I don't think it needs a roll.
So,
I mean,
the reason I mentioned
Well-
the rehab is because Dr. Charles Catalina would be going and visiting him for check-ins and checkups.
It needs a roll, Ash, okay? It needs a roll.
For-
Because I just
For
rolled an
naked
11.
post-tech to make sure he doesn't chop off his wang.
Yeah, naked
Yes.
post-tech. That was 14. So I fix this thing, but I do it like a stripper.
Okay. I'm going to have to, just hang on a sec. I'm going to stop this music. Is anybody familiar with that one scene from Top Gun? Shirtless volleyball is
Oh, God.
so this. Why'd you roll, Pim?
Walk in just like, why is everyone Dr. Manhattaning around the fucking workshop?
There's only 2 people Dr. Manhattaning, man.
Mordeaux just shrugs and goes, I don't have a change of clothes. I need to work on the assault suit.
Dr. Manhattan.
So how sexy is your work there, Pim?
Did
We
you?
need rolls.
Yes, please.
I
Please
rolled a
roll.
14, so
Oh my God, Dr. Charles, you walk in after a hard day's work. It's been very stressful, actually doing research while also plotting espionage in your workplace. So you walk in, you've got a bit of a headache, you're craving a nice hot cup of tea, and you just walk past the workshop and you see like like Pim going like full stripper, like naked, sprawled out over the top of this partially assembled mech, just like wrenching a thing.
Is
His
there a
biceps
toolbox nearby?
Yes, most assuredly.
This explains why he didn't assist me.
He's too busy being sexy.
I grab the toolbox with telekinesis and drop it on his junk while I walk to the kitchen.
Okay. Pim, you are, to quote one commander data, fully functional. So it makes logical sense that when this is applied to you, I'm just wondering, has Pim ever received like testicular trauma before? Because if not, some subroutines pre-programmed into the echo may kick in just automatically that he didn't think to turn off yet. So it goes, dunk, and he goes, and then goes, wait, this doesn't hurt. But I feel like it should. What's happening?
Yeah, he's like bang, and he's like, my routine.
Power right in the routines.
Oh my god.
He's like bang, hello.
Okay, so now that we're done with the very sexy naked nonsense, I'm just gonna stop that.
I like that. Now
Well-
that we're done with the sexy naked nonsense, we'll stop that.
I'm gonna stop the sexiest music I have on hand.
Bold of you to assume we're done with it.
Yeah, bold of you to assume I'm putting clothes back on.
Lovely. So
You can't make me. You're not my real dad.
back on topic. Are you guys gonna fix the legs or the armor?
I think legs.
Okay.
Are we both fixing legs, or can I fix armor and he fix legs?
You can, but then you are both rolling independently, and you'll need to roll a bit higher to achieve it.
All right, we'll work on the same part together.
Okay.
Never skip leg day, man. Never skip leg day.
Who's doing it and who's assisting?
That's up to you.
I'm not doing either of those two things.
Oh no!
Because I want me to be the one who's working on it because I just rolled a 5 and a 6. So.
I rolled
Wow.
snake. It's
How very much of you.
I see. So you can't assist me either.
yeah.
Okay.
I think Lockie's like too disturbed by the fact that you're, you know,
Like,
stretching out the
I'm-
calves.
Pim and Lockie, can you both roll me luck saves?
Oh dear.
I got 14, but all right.
Yes, dear. But no one determined who was doing the work and who was assisting before you rolled.
I got an 18.
Okay.
So that's a
17.
pass.
17. Okay. You guys didn't get your wires crossed and actually took the time to figure out who was doing what before you started. So Lockie, you focused on assisting, but had some trouble. Pim was like
He was watching the angle of dangle.
still naked. So you've been able to fully disassemble the leg mounts and get everything put back together cleanly. You think that now, well, the speed for this mech is back up to 4, which in like normal combat means that this thing can run like 40 meters around. It's no slouch.
Hmm.
And finally, you think you have just enough parts together to fix the armor plating. So before you roll, please figure out who's doing what first.
How much longer are we going to be? How much time do we have?
It'll at this point it's
Sorry,
getting
I cut out there.
into about 2 weeks' time that it's been taking you to do all this refurbishment, just because it's pretty messed up, and
Katalina
the rest of the party.
only helped with the designs and the paint job.
I feel like when it comes to the armor plating, Katalina would be able to help out.
Yeah,
Well, she's also working on her own stuff too.
good point.
Yeah.
Like, Pim, bear in mind, it's not going to take you as long in the future to fix mistakes as long as you do this part right now. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
So,
Okay, we didn't need him anyway. Oh, never mind, he's back. Hi.
So, Pim, as long as you take the time right now to do this well, it's going to be easier to fix other issues down the line. So, it's a worthy time investment to make sure that this is done properly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, using the assembly station, of course.
Of course. So, it sounds like Pim and Lockie. No, Katalina and Lockie are going to be working on the armor.
All right, Pim, do you want to work on the armor, and I will assist then?
That is perfectly fine.
Alrighty.
Am I assisting in this part of it? Or am
You
I
can
doing
also
other
assist.
things?
You can also assist Pim if you want, but you can also do other things.
Well, she wouldn't be spending all her time on the suit because she has other stuff she needs to be doing, like planning for the heist. Yeah.
The
Sure.
only reason why I figured you'd make sense for help with the armor is because you were looking at the design anyway, so
Well, that would have been
incorporating
part of
fixing
what
the
she
armor.
was designing, is the external appearance. So I
Yeah.
guess in this case it would make sense.
All right. So did I get an assist there?
I got a 9 total
No,
for
That's
assist.
+1.
I'm gonna tell you now. I've rolled 2 5s, 2 1s, 2 5s, and 2 1s.
At least you're consistent.
Well, at least we got a 14 then, because
Okay.
I rolled a 10.
And the armor is back up to snuff. And you feel
Nice.
quite good about this chassis. Now, final roll that I will have all three of you make is to figure out effective disguises for whatever weapons you choose to install. I'm not going to ask now. Where we cut away to other party members, you guys can suss that out for yourselves. But just in terms of the actual disguises for this, let's go with somebody roll me tech post tech. Somebody roll me stealth.
I'll roll tech post tech.
And somebody roll me. What other good roll for this? So someone roll me exosuit. Why not?
I will roll exosuit.
I guess that leaves me with stealth.
Okay,
Is stealth dexterity, or is this gonna be intelligence?
good choice.
It's the same for me, so it doesn't matter. I don't know why I asked.
What do you want me to do for
I'm gonna
exosuit?
like try and like get these dice to like be like completely okay.
Intelligence or wisdom is fine.
We'll
rolled
go with
even better.
intelligence, because otherwise it's a negative. So that's a 9
Okay,
for tactics.
Pim.
I rolled a 9 and I've got a +3, so it's a 12.
Okay. Whatever weapons you choose to install on this thing are breathtakingly well hidden, and we will do a dramatic Tony Stark-esque convention reveal of your beauty later on.
I also
Fair
rolled
enough.
12
Yeah.
for stealth.
All good.
Cool.
Very well hidden. Now I'm going to cut over to Dimitri.
Am I?
You are. What are you doing in this time? Because you are whatever you're doing, you are going to be interrupted by something. So, what's your?
Are you getting feedback? Or breathing? Because it's lit up and I can't work out why.
On your end, no. We're not getting any feedback, but it is lit up, so it should be fine.
Yeah.
It seems to be okay. My name's... Oh, man, I have a song stuck in my head. It's so badly stuck in my head. I'm trying really hard not to sing it.
Go listen to something else?
Yeah, no, I've listened to like 1,000 songs since I woke up this morning, and it's been stuck in my head.
Alright.
It's a good song.
Dimitri, your friends are toiling away on a mech for quite a bit of time. What have you been like doing, like in the average day to day?
Good question. I don't know, probably find something mechanical to tinker with.
Fair enough. You have your. Well, let's say that like you're just sitting at a.
With Molly, or I maybe try and find out Arnold's training or something.
Okay, so you are let's say that you're like sitting in the cafeteria with your weapon partially disassembled. You're like absent-mindedly like polishing it and cleaning it to make sure it's functional, and you're having a conversation with Arnold. And he's probably just finished telling you about the fact that he's from another weird underground place. Like, yes, I was trained in another underground place. However, it seems that there was a large tree inside. I'm not sure how the tree was inside, but it was nice. There were bugs there.
Okay, that is quite odd, but I have no further questions, I guess.
Okay.
No, I'm just I have no idea.
Fair enough. So you're inquiring with Arnold, and your compad begins to ring.
Hello.
Right. What comes through is an automated message. It says, "Welcome to the fundamentalist pagan Psalm a Day hotline. Thank you for calling us."
I did not remember calling you, but okay.
You are interrupted partway through your sentence, and it says, the psalm of the day is as follows. When tending the garden, one must be considerate of the plants that you include. If they grow too wild and tall, they might cast shadows on those nearby and stifle their growth. And if you invite foreign species, the results could be quite unpredictable. If you let it go too far, don't be surprised if your neighbor steps in and ensures the well-being of their own garden, even if they have to prune yours.
Oh dear.
Thank you. Thank you for subscribing to Psalm a Day. We apologize for the intermittent service, but hope it clears up soon. If you wish to unsubscribe from Psalm a Day, please press 1. If you wish to speak to one of our brothers about our faith, please press 2.
I pressed 2.
Okay, it says, affirmative. You have pressed 2. We are now connecting you.
I love how the girl from Ipanema is just like the default.
Hello.
Hello.
How can I help you?
I got a phone call from Sama Day.
Ah, yes, that is us. We are Psalm a Day.
It said thank you for signing up, but I do not remember signing up.
Hang on just a second. It sounds like he's checking something. He says, "Ah, yes, Brother Dimitri. I am Brother Oswald. It is nice to hear from you."
Okay, greetings to you, Brother Oswald.
I believe you were contacted because of your outstanding fondness for our faith, correct?
Duh. Which faith?
The pagan faith, of course.
Oh, good. Just making sure.
We were hoping to...
Where is this service running from?
Well, it is running from, and then there's like audible, unpleasantly loud static. It says, and then there's a pause.
Oh, I guess. Okay, just checking to make sure it was real.
I'm just assessing our registry. According to our records, you are currently on Yakootah, yes?
Duh.
Well, we may have some prominent religious officials paying a visit soon. is it possible to put you down on our in our calendar for perhaps attending a function with them?
Sure.
Excellent.
I
I'm
could
sure.
probably make time to attend the meeting with fellow pagans.
Of course. Somebody who will be in touch in the future about this.
Okay.
All right.
Spasiba.
Spasiba. And he hangs out. And you know that this was super weird.
Oh, yes. So weird. One, as far as I know, I haven't told any pagans that I'm on Yakootah.
You also haven't told anyone that you are pagan on Yakootah.
That too. Plus, he's from. So. Unpleasant static noises.
Indeed.
We will see what happens, I guess.
Okay. We're going to hop over to Mordo.
Yep.
It's been a few weeks. It's been a few weeks of you being in various stages of undress in the workshop, just tinkering with your equipment while you spectate your new business associates working on this mech of yours, and you receive a request for a conference call from the big guy.
I
I'm
just
literally just
flick it
thinking
on.
about him. Sorry.
Flick it on, throw my compad up against the wall while I'm working on shit, and just address it shirtless. I'm not really giving a fuck. Yo, big guy.
Hello. Oh my goodness, this is a bad time.
No, just working on some shit.
Well, lucky
Hey,
me.
maybe it's a good time for you, yeah?
This is an excellent time. Look, I need to get back to business. Sensible. I'm not going to stare at his chest. We have someone on the line for you. He is an unnamed individual from the Zervaz group, if you recall. He has so you as a Darius would know that the Zervaz group is a pirate organization. That
I'm aware of that as Darius, yes.
Yes, that you guys wronged on various occasions, but
Mordo is probably pretty friendly with them. Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Oh,
basically.
those guys. Yeah, okay. Unnamed. They always are, aren't they?
Absolutely. So they have one of their craft in orbit, and I'm just going to connect you. They have some prototypes to show you. I told them about your unorthodox request, and they put together some samples.
Awesome. Put me
All
through.
right. He presses a button. It goes full like screen split. So it's you, the big guy, and this shot of what appears to be the inside of a spaceship, but it's rigged up quite like a manufacturing plant. There's various different things like around, like supplies of metal and forges and molds and casts and things like that make you think that they're actually manufacturing things on this ship. And you see a decently tall, like somewhat stocky, bald man with like a pale skin tone on the line. He says, "Hello, how are you doing today?"
Hello, amigo. Yeah, we're all right. What we got?
We have a few options for you. Of course, the first is the classic hollow points, as I'm sure you're aware. And he just like holds up around and says, "These ones, you know about hollow points. You know, they're not great against armor, but if you're against civilians or soft targets, they're kind of a win more if you catch my drift. They punch hard and stop when they shoot."
I'm looking for something with a bit more punch if you've got it.
Bit more punch? Sure. We have these bullets, and he holds up a thing that you'd recognize as tracer rounds. He says, "These will make your perch a bit more known as they leave a trail through the air as they fly, but upon impact they burn. Good for armor, good for people, good for vehicles."
Yeah, perhaps. How much are they running in at?
These would cost you at our current rate. It would depend a bit on how many you order, but currently it would be about 250 a bullet.
Mordeau's intentionally going to change his demeanor a bit, sort of look bored and unimpressed, just generally a little bit standoffish, and just like, yeah, those are hollow points and tracer rounds, but I've seen that. Yeah, look, I guess. And he sort of just sighs heavily.
He goes, no.
I'm looking for
sure
something for a special event.
Special event? What kind of special event?
5 brick walls, a tank, and then through someone's skull.
I don't think we can go through all of them, but we can remove the obstacles one at a time with this one. And like you hear somebody calling out from off camera, like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He's like, "Shut up! I'm going to sail." These ones are far more impressive, but we only have the supplies to make so many at the moment. Like he holds up what appears to just be like a regular ass bullet, but then he presents like a holographic wireframe that like cuts halfway through, and it shows that the interior of the bullet, it has like a small narrow hollow chamber inside, and sitting on each end of that chamber are like 2 small capsules. And like he hits play and says, when you put this bullet into the gun, firing it primes the effect. And like it shows a graphic of a rifle firing this bullet. And when it does, the capsule at the front of that shaft slides backwards and impacts the one in the rear. And then it shows it in flight, and he says, and upon landing, it's triggered. It shows the bullet then impacting the shoulder of a person wearing like heavy power armor, and then after about like 5 seconds, his shoulder explodes.
That's nice. How much are those going to set me back?
These ones are a bit more pricey. We do only have the means to produce 4 of them at the moment, and they will cost you about 1,500 credits a pop, just because they're very, very finely made.
You know what? I'll take all 4.
All of them?
All
right,
of them.
then.
Also on the lookout for, do you have anything in the way of silencers?
Silencers? Oh, of course. What size weapons for?
Mag pistol and sniper rifle.
A silenced sniper rifle is a bit of an oxymoron, but I'll see what I can do.
I imagine something like that is going to require pre-tech, but if you have it, I'll take it.
Hey, do we? No? Don't laugh. He sounds like... No, sorry. I'm afraid not.
I mean, I have seen that shit before. Look it up anyway. Make it for the next time I ring you, and I'll pay pretty much whatever you offer.
I'll see what I can do. If my engineer will get his ass in gear. You like money, yes? My apologies, sir. We will drop these off at the usual place.
Yeah, I'll also take that mag pistol silencer if you have it.
Of course.
Beautiful.
Will there be anything else?
Yeah, actually. Hey, Lockie!
Yo, what's up?
Get over here.
I've got a hat on this whole time.
It's not a good idea.
Scampers on over. What's up?
Lockie,
Mic off.
nameless weirdo selling me weapons. Lockie. Yeah, do you want anything? And he's saying it with like all the casualness of going through a drive-through.
Do you want anything from this random guy that told me selling me guns?
I feel like Lockie would treat it like a drive-through as well. Like, Oh, what you get? What do they got there?
He puts up a menu. Just see some options, including like some of the specs on the bullets that Modo's buying.
Anything that would work in a mag rifle?
Mag rifles are unfortunately a bit different. It's hard to make them a bit flashy when the entire round is one solid piece. Mag rifle. Ooh, we have got the scatter shot.
Go on.
So it's a bit like the old delayed blast bullets we were working on, but there's an intrinsic instability built into these shards. You load one, and once it covers a certain distance, or once it lands in its target, it is going to turn one bullet into several smaller bullets. Like he shows a visual of someone firing off one round. And like the one chunk just flies. You get to a certain point, kind of like capers in the air a bit, and then goes and just like explodes into like a cone blast of shrapnel.
They sound fun.
They are fun. Very good results, especially in the avocado orchards. Oh my god.
In the what?
In the avocado orchards. It's where we do a lot of our testing.
Oh, poor avocados.
Makes sense.
I'll take some rounds.
All right. How many?
How many you got?
Hey. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. We can do you one full magazine.
Alrighty, sounds good. What will that set me back?
It'll cost you about 5,000 credits.
Yeah, I've got it, Lucky. Oh, and explosives as well.
Explosives are a bit harder to smuggle in. What kind are you going for?
I don't know, something that can break a wall. And I'm just going to wire the 5,000 credits for Lucky's mag rounds and just like tap him on the shoulder and point at the compad and just thumbs up.
Well, we have some demo charges, but they are very much a dramatic option.
I mean, yeah, I've worked with them a couple of times. Yeah, tell me what. Give me one of them. Two of them, in fact.
2 demo charges. Okay, I will have to charge you double just to get them in, if that's okay with you.
A bit of a shit, but I'll tell you what. Yeah, fine. Double's fine, and I'll put in a good word for your associates if you can throw in any little extras you've got.
Like grenades.
Or a keychain.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got a cool keychain.
I do have a cool keychain. It is a 50 caliber rifle round, but it's actually a lighter. And like he cracks it open and goes.
Fucking done. Sold.
He throws that into.
Best shopping trip ever.
All right. Yeah, that's good. Oh shit. Oh yeah. You got any? No, you wouldn't have that. Of course, you wouldn't have that. Yeah, no, that'll do. Thank you.
Bye. Like,
oh, actually, yeah, bugger. Should have asked spike thrower. Whatever. Yeah, thanks, big man.
Not a problem, sweetie.
Yeah, no problem.
Just been
yes,
him the whole time.
Oh yes, Lockie, how are you doing?
Yeah, doing good. How you been?
Oh,
How's your man?
He's taken his loss as well as can be expected. Are you sure I can't change your mind and encourage you to become my new champion?
I got some stuff I got to get done.
Well, your loss. I pay very well. And this man's become a bit of an basket case. We'll see how it goes.
I could probably jump in for a fight or two while I'm down here, but yeah,
You're still
see how we go.
wanted.
I'm well
I'll
aware
let you
I'm
know.
still wanted.
No, Rocky is wanted by many people for different reasons.
Mm-hmm. Says, all right then. I'll let you know. Ta-ta. And he hangs up.
You know him?
Yeah, beat his champion to a bloody pulp.
Haha, that guy was a douchebag. Good one.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he wanted me to fight him a couple of times, and I was just like, what, do I look like a fucking moron? But hey, whatever. Yeah, look, they'll drop it in probably today, but it's going to take some time for me to go get it. Do you want to come for a walk or stay here and work on your... He looks at the mech. Ding.
How far along at this point would we be on the mech? I
You're
imagine
probably...
this happened earlier.
time isn't happening in a fully linear fashion. I'd say you're halfway through reassembling the leg mounts at this point when this call comes in.
I think Lockie would at first be ready to go, yeah, sure, I'll go, and then go, no, I've already taken too many risks. We've been spotted. It's smarter for me to stay here.
All right, your loss. This guy's a lot of fun, you know.
I can imagine.
All right, I'll be back here in a bit.
Okay. So over the next few days, you can head out, pick up the ammunition from the drop. And so be sure to add what I've done, very originally dubbed delayed blast bullets to your character sheet. And of course, if you want to do any other kind of shopping that may have been overlooked, that normally occurs at like character creation for just general utility stuff, just do that too while you're out and spend the appropriate money. It'll be fine.
Yep. How much were two demo charges? Because you said they were double priced.
Yes, I'll look. I think they printed the demo charges in the revised rules, and of course Ash was quick to jump on them because why wouldn't he be? Again, demo charges.
Ableism, man, ableism.
A demo charge is 250 credits
Cool.
Okay, so yeah,
in the
for
revised.
two.
Question.
Credit for two.
Yep.
Could a Raven carry a demo charge?
I couldn't set it off.
Well, you can set them off by a trigger, I believe. So, where are the demo charges listed?
Page 69.
The only way to set off... I'm pretty sure the only way to set a demo charge off by trigger is with a drone. Otherwise, what's the point of equipping a drone with one?
Oh, you could set it off by timer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Damage over the 20 meters. A demo charge, it has an encumbrance of 1. I would say, hang on a second. What else? I mean, a pistol has an encumbrance of 1. So in abstract terms, do you think a Raven could carry a pistol in terms of weight?
Yeah, probably, but I doubt it would know how to position a demo charge. That's more the
Sounds quite
concern I've got.
intelligent, though.
Don't give a shit. Just throw it in the room. Just get a
I
quick
mean, yeah, but like... yeah, okay,
Apparently
that's
a
fair.
raven can carry 1.5 pounds while flying.
How much?
Is it an
Does
African
like-
Raven or a
that's like-
European Raven?
That's like
That's-
three
I knew it was gonna happen.
kilos.
It's a fair chunk of weight. It's enough to probably carry a demo pack or a
Yeah.
chunk of C4 by modern weight.
I'm just thinking, can you imagine Arnold? He just lands on the windowsill with a demo pack, croaks once, and then flies off.
Jakob was all like, "Don't be dumb."
Off the Raven evermore.
I have that book
What
literally
have I-
sitting right next to me. It's under my dice tower.
What have I done?
Lucky you add the clip of assault rifle scatter rounds because I'm not.
Yeah, I've already got it on there.
Oh, good.
Keep them. I'll give
Okay, so
when I've got them.
Dr. Charles.
Yes.
Can you please make me a science roll and a pre-tech roll?
Both?
Both.
Let me pull up my numbers. And using intelligence for both, I imagine?
Indeed. As you have been toiling away in this laboratory for weeks, trying to seem like you're being useful while also concocting your own schemes.
That's an 8 on the science.
Okay.
And what was the other one? Pre-tech?
Yes.
Pre-tech.
Pre-tech.
Oh, that's a bit better. That is a 10 plus 1, so 11.
Okay. You have been able to do some pretty interesting and detailed work. I think one revelation you've been able to concoct, like you saw the way that they were storing those spike drive cores previously. It was like in a big, chunky, self-contained bay where it was like 4 or 5 cores all in a row, like wired into the ship's mainframe to be able to apply enough power to actually keep it stabilized in the experimental phase.
Yes.
You made the argument that it might be necessary to need to move around a core while tests are in place. So you put in a request for the means to construct like a temporarily mobile mount. And after toiling and working away, you have been able to rig up. Imagine, if you will, like one of those like very decadent globes where has like a big full base and in the center holds this big sphere, except it's got a lot of like tech stuff around it. So basically you've rigged up a temporarily mobile core that has to be like that contains enough power within it feasibly to run for about an hour before it has to receive like a chunky amount of power to stabilize.
Core stays stable.
Yes, like you've like pushed the limits of like a full bank of B power cells just like mounted in the base of this thing to get as much time as you can, but you've managed to figure out how to achieve that in a hypothetical sense at the very least.
So I imagine that's just sort of like my excuse was I don't want to have to power this down and power it back up every time I want to move it from station to station to run experiments on it. So I want a base that I can just move from station to station to make my work more efficient.
And you, with your profound science mind, are able to be like, yeah, we should all be doing this. Wouldn't it be great if we all had this kind of functionality? And they go, yeah, give it a shot. So show us how it works.
So I build it up and I'm just like, ta-da!
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking to myself, be a real shame if those battery packs were to fail. But anyway, keep working.
Yeah. So aside from figuring out a way to get a high yield explosive from this thing, which I think is like decently demonstrated by that rig. Any other like things you're trying to work on?
I'm trying to make friends with those that are higher.
Okay.
Not that I'm very charismatic, but trying to get into like the good books of those that I think I might need to be in the good books of.
Okay. What kind of approach are you making with this? Is it like be the guy who always knows a joke? Are you the person who works extra hours? Are you coming in on Friday being all like, hey, I got some wine, let's have some fun? Like, what's your angle?
Probably like bringing in like drinks and stuff for a Friday afternoon and staying in late. So I'm like pulling 12 to 14 hour days trying to work on things because I'm not only is it the first time he's been able to be in a lab properly, since the accident. He's finding the stimulation of not just being on the run and murdering people a nice, relaxing change.
Fair enough.
Yes, it's a plan that he has to murder people, but it's nice to not have to be that's the only thing on his mind. He's also doing science again.
Have you guys seen the film Office Space?
No.
Never mind.
I've seen the memes from it. I have
Yeah.
not seen the film.
There's this character in it who keeps on being like shafted and dicked over, and every time people walk away, he's all like, I could burn down this building if I wanted to. I feel like that's the kind of like internal energy with Dr. Charles, where he's all like every time there's an issue or a problem, his thought is just, it doesn't matter. Eventually, I'm going to blow up this building.
Eventually, all of y'all gonna die.
So you are probably shrugging off stress a bit easier in that regard, because you know deep down certain things aren't going to matter. It doesn't matter that there's a paper jam like in the like space paper printer, even though there's paper. Like all the like humdrum issues of office life don't really matter because you're just tinkering away.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
Or it
get
doesn't
to
really
tinker
matter because
and-
he's got wine.
He's got wine. So yes, can you please roll me charisma persuasion roll?
You know?
You're trying to like ingratiate yourself.
I know, but it's shit. What's that? That's 8 minus 1, so 7.
Okay,
Because I have a -1 in persuasion.
that's okay.
Chris, you're getting a lot of background noise.
Sorry.
No, good.
You're probably able to get you have decently ingratiated yourself with, at the very least, those at the same level as you. You're friends with the other lab monkeys and things, and like occasionally cracking jokes, talking about what you guys will do when you knock off. Maybe a few times you've like gone out to like a pub with them after work. So you're like decently close work associates, working, but kind of having a good time.
Yeah.
And that's going well for you. Okay. What else do I have to cover? Because I've got a lot of stuff that I made a...
So
Jump the
Catalina's
bullets.
looking out for the news as usual, Lorori.
The news.
Oh yeah, there was meant to be a faction term, wasn't
Why
there?
did you remind him of this?
Because this
Oh, look
changes
at this
everything
page.
for Catalina.
Actually, before we go away from Dr. Charles, there's something I have for you as well.
Oh no, that's what I was worried about.
So, you're in the lab. It's like 8:30 at night, but you're still there working, like toiling away, and your compad pings indicating that you have a new audio message.
I hold it up to my ear so it's not playing out loud, and I listen to whatever it is.
Did someone
Who's it
sign him up
from?
for an online dating service?
It's from your mother.
I hold it up to my ear and listen.
Okay. She says, "Hi, Charlie. Just wanted to call you for an update. Your father has been assigned to an off-planet research mission, so he might be hard to reach for a while. We're in talks with Bodman to get a comms satellite put in the system, but for now, his messages will be a bit spotty. If you have any urgent messages for your father, just let me know, and I'll do my best to pass it along quickly. I hope you're doing well, and if possible, it might not be. I would love it if you and your friends could pay us a visit for Christmas. Much love. Bye." And she hangs up.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mhm.
Bodman Alliance.
Yes.
They're from the other, like, post-tech 4+ planet.
We blew up
No.
their satellite.
You blew up their space station full of spike drives. They are the organization. They're basically space Telstra in that they maintain like
Oh, that's right.
in intersector comms and banking systems and things like that.
Space Telstra.
So
And with all the modern
now they're keeping my
morality.
father prisoner off planet. Cool.
Guess where we're going next.
Charles is. Yeah. I'm buying a lot of medical components before I leave this planet. Because I'm producing a fuck ton of regalia before I go back to Elftis.
Okay.
As a
I'm sure
god,
nothing could possibly go wrong with that.
Are you
That's if
telling
I
anyone
survive
about
this.
this?
What?
Are you telling anyone about it?
Nope.
No, he's at work when this happens.
Fair.
Okay.
Those
So-
that know me may see me being a little bit off for a couple of days,
you're always
but
so
that's about
off.
it. The joys of being a drug addict, yes?
Pretty much, you have your roller coaster.
Mhm.
I'll rise back in the after system. This is Charlie, your god.
So, yeah, basically.
Bow down to me, or I will regale you all of you.
So, what were we saying about news?
Out with it.
So,
Cat-
this yes, Alice.
Catalina's probably sitting with Ava and Ivan when
Well,
they
well,
go through the news.
th- I mean, this news probably comes in over like a period of days and weeks, just because normally you guys travel through space and get like all the big news dumped on you at once as soon as you arrive in the system. But now it kind of just like comes in drips and drabs when events
Like news.
occur.
Yeah, but
like
she'd be
news was, yeah.
checking in
Yeah,
with
like
the crew at the same time. They'd all be like sitting down with the news, so anyone
Of
else can
course.
join for that at the same
Hmm.
time.
I am doing this in no particular order. In cultural outreach news, the Bodman Alliance have reached out to the struggling planet of Lili in the hope of uplifting their society. They're going to attempt to stabilize their oxygen generators and make it so that their underground society can function more effectively. That's occurring. Then, a few days later, breaking news! Ding, ding, ding. All that jazz. So, I feel like at one point you would walk in and Sparks would just be glued to like a hologram projection of this. It is a press conference being run by Pando Megacorp, and Pando Megacorp is it's basically the company that has a near functional monopoly on like large scale spaceship manufacturing. They reveal in this press conference that they have encountered a spacefaring race of aliens who call themselves the Makara. They appear in the press conference to be reptilian, and the nearest equivalent to their appearance is that of a frilled neck lizard. And you see a few of them like present on the stage as they're talking. They are wearing clothes like loose fitting linen shirts and trousers, and some of them have like piercings at various points on their frills that you imagine would like adjust in appearance if they would like frill their necks up and like fully fan out their neck flaps.
Flaps.
Panda Megacorp expressed an interest in trying to facilitate a cultural outreach program with the Makara and hope to be able to show them the wider sector and allow them to learn more about humanity. So that's also occurring. In an alarming turn of events, a pirate co-op, the Zervaz Group, have led an organized strike against the home world of the mercenary group, Bayers Corporation, which is that planet is what's it called? It's called Ajario, and it's where Lockie worked previously. So Zervaz are sending like a large-scale space attack against Ajario. However, it seems that Bayers are managing to hold their ground so far against the assault.
Fucking nutters. Hey, you know the weapons we just bought, Loki? That's where they come from. Zarya Group.
Huh.
Interesting.
Fuck, I'm cutting out.
That's all good.
No, good. We didn't hear you. It's all good.
It's a shame that McKay has to drop out because this one actually, you know what? This works for Mordeaux as well. The Thor Holland government have made an official statement in celebration of their victory over the rebel cell that has been plaguing their planet.
Thought I just sort of... Mordo's probably in the conference room standing there watching that. And he just pulls a switchblade out of his assault suit and starts playing with it while watching the television a little bit too intensely.
There's like military parades through the street, fireworks, people cheering, going, "Yeah, the rebels are gone!" It's very as you would expect.
Staged.
Kinda, yeah. Penultimately, there's a bulletin sent through from Alonzo Redmond. It is an employee bulletin, like it's talking about the good news that Redmond, through tireless trades and effort, has managed to put together an entire fleet of ships to be used to hire, and he's really, really proud of it.
Yeah.
So like, yeehaw! I'm so proud of my loyal employees who keep sending me all that money so I can afford all these ships.
And here we
What
are,
shape
just
are they?
basically having stolen one of his ships. Like, nah,
Yeah, not paying him for any jobs.
we're not doing
Do-
his jobs.
Not doing any jobs.
Do I have the ability to contact back home?
Yeah.
I'm going to call Dad.
Okay. What message do you send to your phone?
Oh, so it's not instantaneous communication. Oh, of course, it's too far
No.
for that.
Yes,
I'm just
it's-
going to go, hey, heard the news. Yeah, oh shit. And then just leave it at that.
I will be paraphrasing to avoid swearing in my notes.
There.
I'm very wholesome like that. How's things?
Did you get my last package?
Mic off.
And his dad gets his messages and goes, "How's things?" That's not how we fucking space filtering.
He would swear. I raised a swearer in this household.
I mean, it would all be Spanish, so...
Of course. Cool. Note has been made. Okay. And finally, oh no. I'll
Just
come
tell
back.
me. It's fine. Just tell me.
I want to traumatize you with my words. Alice, please return. It's fine. I will just tell you actually. Very. So one last thing that comes in towards the towards the end of the month is footage of the Harbonan surface of the planet with like kind of like the equivalent of a pseudo temporary base set up, like the kind you'd expect to see established by America in the Middle East.
Yes, a forward operating base, as they call
Yes, and it is in shambles. There are dead bodies of Yakootah soldiers all about the place. Vehicles are blown up, walls are damaged, certain buildings are destroyed, and it's a news report basically detailing the most recent terrorist attack by the Harbonans against this forward operating base set up by Yakootah on Harbona.
So it's a Yakootah news report.
Mic on.
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
God. So Harbona had a victory.
Harbona were able to deal some damage to the base of influence on Harbona.
Thank
Yes,
God.
yes, it's terrorism when they're invading your country.
Yes, it is.
I'm standing in front of the TV. Well, standing in front of the hollow projector, frowning at it.
Catalina just like very
Scowling.
obviously sighs a breath of relief. He's like, "Oh, thank God things are going our way a little bit."
She has been nervous this whole time.
You know about all the tunnels underneath, huh?
Where? Here or home?
No, Harbona.
Duh. Well, some of. Only what I hear from the grapevine.
I think grandfather would probably pack them all with explosives if she thought they were going to lose.
I'm
And
sorry.
then-
I'm gone. I'm dead.
What?
She's
I
looking.
forgot my headset talks to me. And the audience can hear it because I haven't turned it off yet. Because I did a system update, a software update for my headset.
What?
Just ignore her.
All right then.
Okay.
It's fine. It's all good. Okay, sorry. I'm here. I'm totally here. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
I'll explain later. I'm good. I'm good. The audience knows what I'm on about. It's fine.
Okay.
You guys wouldn't have heard it.
Oh, good. So, that's the news that has occurred so far. It's not all the news, but it's some of the news.
I
Yeah.
actually missed what Dimitri said to me because I was too busy laughing.
I said I think grandfather would probably pack all those tunnels with explosives if he thought he was going to lose. And blow the whole world to fuck.
Probably. I'm not going to lie. We are proud people.
I guess proud is word.
Or what would you say? I'm not wrong.
Fucking crazy.
Okay, that's different story. There is also crazy.
Speaking of being proud, Katalina, you got a lead on this man, the Supreme, who might be able to help you infiltrate Jakob's home. What are you doing with that information? Because, as you said, you aren't spending all your time working on the mech.
No,
You're pursuing leads.
she's actually spending most of her time setting up for the rescue of her sister. So, keeping tabs on the activity at Jakob's house, finding out as much information as she can, and after finding out about the Supreme, she's gonna try and work her magic with I'm gonna ignore chat for a second. Just, thanks, Nick. She's actually gonna work at building up a persona to be a caterer at or a waitress at the catering company for the event.
Okay.
So she'll work with Ivan, Ava, and Sparks to get that sorted.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You will probably end up taking an annoyingly amount of time every morning to apply makeup because you don't have the fortitude to maintain the appearance throughout the entire day. But you are probably like wearing like nice white gloves if you're a waitress and have your hair covered. So the canvas is made smaller by
And
the
she's
very.
also going to wear like glasses and enough to make her look different to herself.
You're going to pull the full Clark Kent.
Oh yeah, full Clark Kent.
Please roll me your profession.
Come on, dice, not a double ones, because I rolled 5 and 6 before.
Not bad at all. And with
Charisma?
Charisma.
Charisma? Okay, that is 11.
You can bump that up to a 13 with Ivan and Ava both assisting you successfully in regards to that. So you are able to prepare the persona, put together a false, probably only a partially false resume, because you will have done certain certain hospitality work in the past to be undercover before. So
she's probably adopted her old persona when she was here originally, which was Laura Kinney.
Yes.
And she, or it could have been another one, but I can't bother coming up with another name. So we'll just go with the Laura Kinney one that she's been
Laura
using.
Kinney. All good.
That's what she's been using since she's been here. So, but she would actually have a work history on this planet. So they just have to fill in the gaps a little bit from the time that she wasn't on planet.
Okay. So let's just do a quick bit of RP to see what the interview process will be like trying to be hired by the Supreme. So you've caught a bus into the city center to really maintain your cover from start to finish, and you arrive at probably a pretty swanky studio apartment that's been refitted to be a kitchen, it's probably quite akin to the whole MasterChef setup. As you approach for the first time, you've had Sparks arrange an appointment for you, and there's two very burly guys wearing they're dressed as security, but they look like they lift far too much, just from how much muscle is visible under their shirts. And as you walk in, they're both standing a head above you, so about Lockie's height, kind of, but perhaps a bit shorter. And they say, "Hello, how can we help you, small girl?"
She addresses them in Yakootah, because she can't conceal her accent otherwise. And she says to them, I'm here for an interview.
What is your name? And he checks the data slab.
Laura Kinney.
Laura Kinney, you're on the list. Go on in.
Thank you very much. And she goes up. She's on her best behavior right now.
Of course. You go inside, ride up with one of them in the elevator with you to the 20th floor.
I have one question.
Yep.
Is this before or after she manages to get her watch?
Before.
Damn it. Okay.
And you step out onto this very, very open plan kitchen scene. There's a raised balcony, the kind of a raised walkway, a floor above this kitchen set. It kind of looks like that has 2 floors of space above it, and behind it all is just the exterior wall of the building. So there's a big wall of glass behind you, and then a big open space full of kitchen stuff. People are just frantically cooking, and on this raised walkway is the Supreme. He's in his 50s, has the whole balding thing going on, but is going for an aggressive, almost Pompadour-esque comb over, kind of in the front to compensate. He's dressed in his chef Sunday best, and is up on this balcony barking down orders in Farsi to various people, saying, no, you do this, you do that, don't burn that, 5 minutes longer, don't look away while that's cooking, only whisk it 20 times, just all lots of demanding chef stuff, as 10, 15 people are frantically cooking things beneath him. And after there's a from a security guy, he sees you, goes, oh, right, walks down a metal spiral staircase and approaches you and says, hi, you are?
Laura Kinney, it's a pleasure to meet you. You are
Yes.
Supreme?
Ah, good. You know.
Of course. How could I not?
That saves me time. Now, you wish to work for me, yes?
That's why I'm here.
You have experience?
Of course.
How much?
She just like shows him a piece of paper. Or
No, tell me. Where have you worked?
and she'll list off a bunch of high-end places because she has actually worked them
Mhm.
for events, for missions that they've done. Some
Mhm.
of them being like political events and I suppose sporting events and like
Mhm.
like working with VIPs and all sorts of stuff like that.
Mm.
She's like,
All right.
plenty of catering experience.
Not bad. He says, if you, and like, he gets a bit close to you and says, now, if you'll just look over there and wait for you to look.
She looks at him suspiciously for a second and then looks.
Mhm. And like at that moment, one of his like part of his like staff walks by with like holding like a big metal dish with like 3 plates on it, and like as you're like focusing away, and she's walking past, he like actively like puts a leg in front of her and trips her, and she like stumbles and is like at risk of
Katalina
dropping.
will try and catch the plates.
Okay, roll me athletics with dexterity.
Or at least she'll try and assist in the not dropping of plates. Ooh, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Athletics with dexterity, was it?
Yes,
9.
not bad. You are able to like. You feel that this is sus, and like you kind of see the surprise coming a little bit, and as the stumble happens, you like break away from the weird like close contact and like reach up and kind of intercept the tray as it comes down, and are able to like bring the plates to rest, mostly undisturbed. There's a few things that I'm kind of out of place, but you like pass it back to the girl. She gives the Supreme the most subtle, unpleasant look she can as she walks away and takes the food to its destination. And he goes, "Oh, good. Not bad reflexes either."
Is necessary, isn't it? Oh, I forgot I'm not speaking in... I'm not speaking in...
No.
She's speaking in Farsi, so she doesn't have an accent.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Fair enough. Okay.
It's necessary, isn't it?
Did
It's
you
weird,
perhaps
I'm so used to
accidentally
speaking as Katalina with her accent.
Maybe you accidentally slipped, and he looks at you really funny.
Yeah, maybe you did.
I
Huh?
mean, she wouldn't, because you don't put on an accent when you speak a different language.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know.
Or
like-
maybe you just spoke in English.
But she wouldn't, because she's
Okay.
being addressed in like.
Okay. I believe you. We're just being cheeky because it's funny.
Ah,
So
I'm gullible.
He-
I can't help it.
So he says, "So, you've passed my first test.
I see.
Come with me." And like, he takes you into the back, like hands you a uniform and an apron that says like trainee across the waistband where it gets worn, and basically spends the next 4 hours like actively shadowing you while you like carry plates back and forth, take orders, bring them back, fulfill drink orders, things like that. He takes this as an opportunity to like be the chef he likes to be, because like he has like kind of a restaurant up here too, so there's like high-end people coming in getting food and stuff, and you are actively working while he partially supervises you and also is just like schmoozing with the well-to-dos, being all friendly and stuff. So can you roll me, what is a good skill for being a waitress?
I mean, I feel like it would be profession because she's trained in her profession to like do this, but it's also work. Doesn't it?
It's also just work. Yeah, fair enough.
I don't know.
This man
what else
has-
would it
has
be?
this man has standards, of course. So yeah, I'm okay with profession.
I mean,
A little bit
otherwise, maybe
athletics.
culture Yakootah. Like, I couldn't actually think of anything else.
I depending on if it's, are you trying to be nice or are you trying to be efficient?
I'm doing the damn job the best as possible. Her focus is entirely the job.
So both.
So athletics or steward?
Steward's a
Ah,
wow. Yeah, good point. That's a
didn't think of that.
reach.
Yes.
I always forget steward's a skill.
So, would you like me to roll steward then?
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of steward is it?
A bad one.
Well, yeah, thanks for that. That is
Sorry.
5, I think.
Okay.
Is that, what's it with?
So, I was going to say, steward in that context, I'm pretty sure is more like steward of the land. So someone who runs estates and that kind of shit, not someone who runs a kitchen.
Yeah, fair enough. Actually, I will allow that to be profession then in that regard.
Well, then it's 6. Assuming it's dexterity, or is this intelligence?
You can add dex,
wisdom,
yes.
Or, okay, dexterity. So it's a +2.
Because you're trying to do it fast and efficiently.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, wait. 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's a 7.
Okay. 7. All right. So you are run off your feet this entire time. You're glad you wore your comfiest shoes for this job, and after 4 hours of just going and going and going and going, you like think maybe he's gonna maybe I can stop, and then like as you're in the back like hydrating and catching your breath, he approaches you and goes, adequate. But you can do better. I know you can.
Sounds like a dick.
Come back tomorrow for more training.
She just nods and, like, doesn't even mention the fact she's exhausted or anything, doesn't try and show it, just says, okay, I'll see you here first thing.
All right. And like he, as soon as he's done with that, he just turns, sees a plate about to go out, grabs it, and says, "Who made this? What is?" And just like goes off on a tirade towards the chef. So yeah, you have sowed the seeds of ingratiating yourself within that organization.
But she would have done that relatively quickly, like as soon as they found out the information, pretty much.
Of course.
Yeah. So she'd be working on building that rapport up all the way up into the event.
Absolutely. Are you intending to ingratiate other crew members as well? Like, is it like a once you're in, you say, "Hey, I've got a friend, he's also good," or is it just going to be you?
Depends. We haven't organized a plan of any kind. So if other people would like to, I am more than happy to. But I don't think there's anyone else particularly suited for it.
I mean,
wash dishes.
Oh, that's true.
Can people
Yeah.
cook?
I don't know. So this is not really something we've ever covered before.
Rocky could carry food.
I would have
That
asked
could be a
before.
bouncer.
I would have asked beforehand whether you want me to go in or stay outside.
Entirely
you're
up to
different.
Mordo. So like, Katalina knows that this is a risk that she's willing to take. Doesn't want anyone else to be put in danger if they don't want to. So
I mean, I'm sorry, but you're hiring me. You tell me where you want me to be.
What are your
You're
skills
paying
best
me.
at?
I can either go in stealth close or I can stay far.
I think she means, what are your skills in the kitchen?
Not much, but I can do an all right front of house man.
You can do waitressing? Waitering?
No, what do you call the people who stand at the front at reception?
Oh, you are
Concierge?
good at welcome. Yeah,
Yeah, I
concierge,
can do concierge, all right.
Okay. This might be good, maybe. You will know who's on the checklist of who's come in, who's not. And it's good point of maybe help us escape if
It goes awry.
What do you think? Is good position for you at the entrance of door?
Sure, but I might go missing pretty quick. Or I can stay outside the building in the first place.
I think it might be better for us to maybe see if there is extra security being hired for this event, and see if maybe character like Loki, maybe even yourself, can be extra guard be hired. Maybe get some falsifications in place for, past experience, blah blah blah.
I sort of just shrugged and then, all right.
It depends. What are you better at? Would you pass better as security, or would you pass better as concierge? Less
I don't
likely
think
you can carry a weapon as concierge. This is my only concern.
You'd briefly see, I'm standing there in t-shirt and a shorts, and then it would flicker and go back to the assault suit, which literally has an assault rifle strapped across my back, a pistol at my hip, and a demo charge on the other hip. And then it flickers and goes back to t-shirt and shorts again. Sorry, you were saying?
Okay, you could hide it, but parties are small spaces, lots of people. Like, it might be still hard to conceal. That's all I'm saying.
I don't mind. You take the pick.
Let me think about it. First, I have to get past these trials. I'll tell you now. He is tough nut to crack.
I have heard rumors he's a bit of a douchebag.
Oh, only a bit.
Only a bit, but again, just the rumors.
Have you heard of any ways to get on his good side besides flattery? Because his ego is just as big as his douchery.
I mean, you could insert disgusting Spanish sexual innuendo.
I don't speak.
Blush.
I don't speak.
Spanish, and it's probably best you don't. And he chuckles and continues walking off.
Okay, I understand. I think.
Continue going.
And then she starts thinking, would that work though? Is he that kind of...
Can I seduce the Supreme?
And it's just like, yeah, that sounds nasty. Ain't happening. Moving on.
Okay.
She's like, I have standards. They might be low, but I have standards.
So, we are getting towards the end of our time skip. Not because of what you're doing, but because something is going to occur in this world that will demand your attention. I'm going to set somewhat of a scene. Yes.
Okay. It's all good.
Did you want to interject? The watch. Okay.
But I know we're running short on time, so I don't want to make that a big deal.
So, this watch was probably made by Sparks. He took it from you because you messed up with it. And then he hid it somewhere.
She wants it back.
How would Katalina go about figuring out where he hid it?
Probably either like asking people nonchalantly, like, "Do you remember that watch? Do you remember that? That was a good time." Yep. Just trying to like suss out whether people even remember it exists.
Okay. You talk to like a few of the like background characters or mooks that are doing things around the base. No one. I mean, a few people go, "Oh yeah, that was funny. Where is it?"
And then she'll just like maybe spend some time around Sparks, just trying to suss out if she can see it by hanging out. She does need to hang out with Sparks in general for actual legit reasons, so she'd be using those opportunities to like sneak a peek of like in his drawers and stuff as he's opening things or going through things.
Okay. Roll me a perception check and a stealth check, just to encompass your investigation.
First. 6, and that
Not
is
bad.
with stealth is a 0, and what am I using for the stat?
With perception is just wisdom.
Also a 0, so it's just 6.
Okay.
Not very perceptive. And stealth stealth. What stats am I using for stealth? Dex?
Dex, yes.
That's a +1, so 9.
Okay. Unfortunately, in the course of your investigation and like increasingly more personal space invading, like subtle probing of sparks, you aren't able to find it. At least not initially. He has hidden it too well, or just has it somewhere that he doesn't access very often, so it's not coming up in the interactions you're having with him.
Okay, then if that doesn't work, she will go to... Who do you reckon would be more likely, Ivan or Ava, to help her with this endeavor?
Ava's very by the book serious in some regards. She wouldn't want you to have something that could jeopardize a mission, as it did previously.
Yeah, but she's older and wiser and more skilled now than she was before.
You are you are yet to adequately prove that to her.
I know, that's why I'm laughing. Because I know she wouldn't buy it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Ivan, because he cares a little less.
Okay, so you approach him and he goes, "You want what? The dumb watch again? Why? It was funny, but it's gone now."
What do you mean gone?
It's been confiscated. You were dumb. It got taken away.
Yes, but I feel like it was, not entirely my fault. I didn't have proper instruction.
He gave you an instruction manual. You skimmed.
Okay, fine. I will read it fully this time. But I think it would be very useful for this. I want to save Annie, and I think it will help. Please.
Okay.
Please.
I will help you on one condition.
What?
Like he walks over to the like central console and like pulls up the PDF of the instruction manual and says, "Read this first."
Okay, that is fair. I concede to this condition, Ivan. But you have to help me find it, because Sparks will not tell me. I know he won't.
I will help you find it, but prove to me that you understand how it works.
Okay. Look, it was... Look, you can't say it wasn't funny. I tasered his foot by accident. It was great.
That doesn't sound like reading to me, Katalina.
Okay, but it was hilarious. He peed his pants and everything.
He walks away.
What is the sound of reading?
She like sighs
Silence.
and sits there reading.
It sounds like this. I don't know. It's not flipping. Flip. Wait.
But it's not a textbook. It's literally just a digital tablet.
It still makes like the page turning sound. It's good for nostalgia.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
Okay,
All right,
so
sit down and read that.
it takes you the better part of a day because Sparks was
Lovely.
very thorough. But then after that, you go and find him the next day, and he is prepared to assist you. So roll me a perception one more time.
Come on, dice, don't fail me. We got this.
And you do get an assist from Ivan.
Woo! Perception?
Yep. 10 plus, yeah. Plus
Nope,
It looks like a
pluses.
6
They're
and a...
both zeros.
you get a bonus from Ivan because he helped you.
Yes, that's 11. Right.
There's something that you notice. It's where's a dumb place to keep this? Okay. I think you are kind of just like hanging out and doing stuff, and at one point you see that Sparks is doing like his monthly, like doing some maintenance inside one of his server towers, and as you're going, oh, blah blah, conversation, you like see like an angle, look down and see that he's like taped the watch to the underside of one of the motherboards built into the server. And you're like, but he's like in there, like just like checking stuff, cleaning things out, working on it.
Do I see an opportunity where I could take it? while he's in there working on it.
You kind of like think to yourself, look around, turn to Ivan, and he goes, "Hey, Sparks! Huh? Yeah, what? I want a rematch. You don't know how to throw the knife as well as I think you should." And he goes, "Oh, don't you now? I have a new catapult for this." And like Sparks like stands up and is all like, "Oh boy, let's go," and leaves the server case open.
Okay. Do I have to roll
Stealth.
stealth? Okay. So the equivalent of sleight of hand.
Yes.
I can't see that dice. What is it? Oh, it's a 4.
A 4. Oh, nice.
Okay.
That's 11.
So, as Sparks and Ivan are standing on either side of the gym, like throwing daggers at each other and trying to catch them, you like walk up, slip in, go, boop, pull it out, and like escape the room, and you're all like, "Oh boy, spy watch!" You know, like attach it to your
Would
wrist.
I
and
have
go, "This
had
is
the
fun."
forethought to have gotten another watch to replace it with? Because I feel
No.
like... Damn it.
I don't think you would.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
you now have this watch. It has
Sorry.
the following features. The watch has built-in combat functionality. It can make and accept calls and take pictures, but that's about it. It will be read on a scan as a regular watch unless it is examined invasively or scanned by tech level 5 technology. And it has a built-in stun taser feature that can be used once a day or once per recharge. It is a ranged attack up to 10 meters, counts as an energy weapon, deals 1d8 stun damage.
1d8 plus 1 because I'm a warrior.
Indeed. And now you have that very unusual device.
Oh, gods.
She's telling nobody about this.
I'm sure Sparks will.
On her face when I see her walk past. Like,
Yes.
Oh no, like anyone after this who sees her as soon as she leaves the room, she's got like a shit-eating grin on her face, and like a kid that's clearly done something wrong, got her hands behind her back, just like doot 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 hee hee, or her hands in her pockets, like, yeah.
Indeed. Now,
the smiley face says everything.
a
Dimitri
question.
would know it well enough to know what the face means.
Now, I've got a question for Lockie.
Yes.
Is the dramatic reveal of your mech something that Pim is required here for as well, or are you aware of its stats?
We haven't settled on the final thing for it, so it will probably need to be revealed next time.
That's all good. What I will do now, though, to kind of close out the episode, is give you something else to think about.
Oh dear.
It is like the 3rd of... It's the 3rd of November. What day is that? Hang on. Because I got to know.
3rd of November.
3rd of
Charles is not making
November.
it home for Christmas.
No. Day of the week, 3rd of November. You used to just tell me. Whatever. It's a day. I'm going to say it's a Tuesday. So, Dr. Charles, you have come home from another truly exhausting, like 12+ hour shift. You've been really pushing it, but you feel like you are managing to ingratiate well with your boss. Dimitri, you have come inside after spending more time with Arnold and like having him. Yeah, Arnold's kind of panting a bit because he's been like you've been asking him to fly around carrying increasingly heavy objects to and fro to see how far he can go. Like you kind of like stand up from the like the underside of the mech, doing some more work on it. You're all like grubby and covered in grease, and you head towards the kitchen to acquire some food and something to drink, and other people are just around and present. And as you walk in, Sparks is kind of just like happily sitting there typing away. You're all just like making idle conversation while this is happening, and Sparks begins to get several like pings appear on his projected screen in front of him. He goes, and starts like typing away. Like more pings show up, and he's all like, okay, potential cause for alarm. More pings show up, guys. Help?
What?
We have a potential Harbona situation going on here.
Put it on the projector.
Okay.
Katalina immediately at attention.
He projects it up to the screen, and what you see is like a surface to orbit feed of looks like from the planet up, and you can see like a cruiser in orbit around the planet. It doesn't have regular markings from Yakootah. At this point, you're probably aware that Yakootah have been contracting with some mercenaries, and that they have some of their own vessels. As you kind of see this feed, like Sparks hits play, and you see this cruiser, like it's just floating there, and it goes as an explosion occurs on one of the sides. Or another one larger this time. And not long after that, the entire cruiser is just consumed by a ball of fire that kind of just gets snuffed out by the vacuum of space. Like the whole fire being carried off by the vacuum occurs as all the air that's fueling the fire just like goes away in every direction, and eventually the fire subsides and it just comes apart into pieces, and then Sparks panics and starts like plotting potential trajectories of space debris that could be coming down. He's like, okay, so that's happening. What do we do about that, if anything?
Ava, we need to see if there's any survivors. What is this? Did you hear anything about Harbona making a move here? What is going on?
Who else would be doing this? Says Sparks, and even Van kind of chimes in and says, I mean, I've got to agree. I mean, I don't think Yakootah is in the business of making unnecessary enemies. No.
No, but it could be Yakootah to deflect.
Oh.
So wait, what exactly happened? An unmarked cruiser appeared and then blew itself up, or they blew it up?
There was a cruiser in orbit owned by a third-party private mercenary company that's been working for Yakootah, and
it's now flaming red.
And it has now just exploded while in orbit.
Well, it wasn't us. There is a good start.
Well, if we could get to our ship, I'd offer to go and help, but...
I mean, I think you guys just generated a copycat.
A what?
A copycat. And he's saying this with a slight bit of admiration in his voice. I mean, you blew up a fucking trade center building on the main street of Yakootah.
That's not the worst thing we've done.
Sure, fine.
Don't tell him all our good secrets.
He just raises an eyebrow and goes, yeah, all right, but you've got a bunch of people who are angry and probably ready to look for a signal. You might have just given them one.
Well, if they start fighting for their planet, it's a good thing.
Sparks?
No, it means they're all going to die.
No, wait. Eva, Sparks, I think we need to check who did this. That is most important. See if you can find communications. If it is Harbona, If it is Habona, see how we can help them. If it is not, find out what they're up to. Because if Yakootah has enemies elsewhere, we need to know.
Oh, we would love to know.
Sparks is like actively typing and working away. There's like the whole like space debris trajectory is still being like occurring in the background. Most of the larger pieces were plotted first, and it seems like it's not going to immediately affect the city. So you're fine in that regard. But like he's typing away, and it's all like, yeah.
I was just gonna say, while she's giving any sort of commands or anything, she's actually like looking at Ava because she knows Ava's like the person in charge. She's just like making sure everything she says is like a-okay by Ava.
The cities have the cities have anti-air defenses, I would think.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think so too.
I'll go over and start doing the calculations for projecting debris fallout, so that he can focus on doing what he needs to do.
Okay. Roll me science.
That was a 9, which means it's a 10.
Okay. You crunch the numbers. It's the main body of the vessel, like the largest part, is going to touch down on the planet, but is likely not going to impact the city. The largest effect that will happen for the city is some smaller pieces of space debris, but as was said by Dimitri, there are likely surface-to-air missiles and lasers that can take care of the threat of that before they touch down.
Yeah.
Sparks, communications.
I'm trying. I'm like, he's working away, and as you're doing this, like, Ava is. She's not even low-key impressed. She's high-key impressed at your just like take charge of the situation, that kind of approach.
I mean, she's grown a little since the last time she was here. She's been through some shit, man.
Sparks is like actively like typing away and stuff, and it is all like, okay. I think I might have something. They're placing a call. And at that moment, Dimitri, your compad rings.
I have a question, Rory.
Yes.
Do I recognize any similarities in this strategies to things I might have seen from the news and all of her tracking of the events on Habona from Yakootah?
No.
Okay.
Up until this point, Habona has been very reactionary and very defensive of their home.
Yeah.
It's incredibly bold for Habona to have taken an active strike against Yakootah on their home turf.
Well, I mean, they couldn't even get off their planet, so I mean.
Yes,
but there was the whole Pando fleet and nonsense crap that happened that caused her brother to potentially perish, most likely perish. No similarities to anything going on there as well.
Not really, no. So, Dimitri, Spark says that he detects that somebody up there, potentially involved in this, is making a call, and at that very moment, your compad rings. What do you do?
I answer it.
Okay.
I probably make a signal to Sparks to like a question mark, but
he goes, "Oh my god, he's calling you." Okay, hang on. Phone.
Oh, I give him phone.
Yeah, he takes it, plugs like 3 things into it.
Make sure you're tracing it, recording it, and.
It's like it's my first day on the job. That we should briefing time, and like obviously.
Okay, just covering bases. Also, everyone, shut up and let Dimitri talk.
After a few moments, he goes, "Okay," I hands it back with all these wires sticking out of it.
Okay. Answer it. Привет.
Okay. Welcome to the Summer Day Hotline.
Oh. Was not expecting call from you. Never mind. I swear I just talked to you. Like, no, that was yesterday. Okay.
You you have been chosen as a valued customer. If you would like to speak to one of our representatives, please press 1.
I hit 1.
Okay. You hit 1.
I'm thinking, how am I a customer? I don't pay for anything. Paying for a service I didn't choose. Yes.
You see the the audio line does the whole like buffering, turns into a visual feed, and you see what looks to be the inside of a shuttlecraft. There is a bald individual wearing your ceremonial robes on top of power armor. Like you can see either like neck and shoulder pieces sticking out of under the robes. He's like he has a hood up, but also like a faceplate that's slid up under the inside of the hood.
Sorry, but all I can think of him wearing the robes over the power armor is him just walking around the ship going, "Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious."
And you can see in the background 2 other individuals dressed in a very similar way. One of them is lying like horizontal on the fold down chairs of the inside of the shuttle, and has like one of the panels of his power armor pulled up, and the third one is like standing over him, like placing hands around the wound, and the wound is like closing very, very quickly.
Ooh, biosonic.
And the individual kind of on the line says, "Brother Dimitri, we need to talk."
Ah, you do need to talk. What the hell is going on?
I am Brother Bransford. We have just engaged in a strike against Yakootah. We need somewhere to hide. Can you help us?
On Yakootah?
Please.
You wish to hide on Yakootah? Actually, no, that makes sense. Hiding next to the unit.
Katalina furiously writes a note on a pad and like turns it around to him and says, "We can find him a safe house."
I'm being told that we can likely find you a safe place to hide.
Good. How soon can we do this? We are currently on re-entry.
No, I can see this.
Katalina kind of just like at sparks.
I'm fine. It's a very attractive scene that's just been put before. Just, like angry gesturing, like lots of middle fingers. I'm not going to do.
Yeah.
Like he is like aggressively giving you the double bird.
Yeah.
Give me a moment, and we will make arrangements for you to land.
And at this point, Dr. Charles, your brain kind of clicks. You see one of the pieces of debris of this ship kind of like on re-entry. You crunch the numbers on that piece of debris yourself, and
get a position.
But it's also being like tracked actively by like surface to air scanners. It is not following the trajectory that you would expect a piece of debris to follow. It's close, like they're trying to look like debris, but with your role, you suss out that they are masking their re-entry into the planet, and it's a fast re-entry as a piece of debris, but in reality, they're a shuttlecraft.
And it'd be like Yakootah knows they're coming. They're tracking it.
Katalina will whisper to Sparks, "Make them invisible."
Are you kidding me? I only have so much pull.
Do what you can.
Oh my god!
Can I start trying to also mask the approach and
Can we assist in any
No.
way? Like, is
Well,
there anything that
I
we
I
can
mean,
do?
Diverting radar
I-
attempts on it, making it visible on radar by making it just disappear, fiddling with what it looks like its trajectory is when it's actually doing something else.
well, you don't know how many eyes are currently looking up, and you're currently on the line with the vessel. I would say that the most logical course of action is telling the vessel to adjust its course to look more realistic.
Can I like determine where the nearest like mass of debris that is going to be entering orbit is going to be?
Yeah, roll me
Closest to
another science roll.
I'm going to turn around and just, hey Sparks, can you point on this map where the nearest
No.
2 radars are?
So that's 10.
Demands. 10? Okay, not bad. Sparks kind of just like wheels back, reaches over to like a second keyboard, hits some buttons while he's doing other typing, and like pulls up like another projection of the map and shows you like the largest radar arrays are built into two military compounds.
Are any of them within 2 kilometers?
Honestly, it's not a big city, so both of them are within 2 kilometers of you.
I'm going to pick up my sniper rifle and climb onto the roof.
Okay.
That's probably not good.
If I
Not good
see
for
him,
some.
do I see him do that? Do I notice?
Well, are you making any attempts to be subtle with your departure, Modo?
No, I'm just going to pick it up and start climbing.
Katalina will actually hand you the briefcase with her big shot sniper in it.
I flick it open, glance at it, and just go, it's nice, but it's not mine. And keep going.
She'll shrug. Or she'll say, take Lockie.
Is Lockie in the room?
Yeah, it would be.
I just whistle and wave and keep going.
Yoo-hoo!
It's like,
Yoo-hoo! Midsummer
Midsummer
blowout.
blowout.
Okay.
Lockie will take up the offer of the sniper rifle, though.
Okay. You take the case, and the two of you make your way up to the roof and try and get an angle on. Oh no, am I an idiot? I am.
What happened?
Oh no, it's a tiny bush. It's entirely my fault. I was purging space on the roll 20, and I may have erased the current map.
Oops.
Oops. That's okay. You can.
It's
come
only
back.
boxed.
It's only like the bottom right corner of the map of Yakootah. It's fine. Yes. Yeah, it's gonna work. Okay, so both Mordo and Lucky are going to the roof to try and get an angle on some radar mounts. Dr. Charles, you rolled science. You're familiar with shuttlecraft. So basically, what you did is hasty on-the-fly calculations. Basically, it's a
robotic.
quick burst booster adjustment for them to make to amend their trajectory and maintain it on the course. Am I everything fine? Oh no, it's because I'm uploading the thing. It's going to be ruining everything. Oh no, this is all my fault.
It's K. It's just
It happens.
suspenseful. It's just, super suspenseful. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's definitely fine. He's frozen.
There's no-
Making cow noises. Why am I the only person amused by this?
That's my chat.
I do like click and
Why
drag.
is this happening to me?
Because it's fun.
How far back is this lag? I did a click and a drag.
Rory, maybe drop out and rejoin.
No. It's because he's uploading a thing to Roll20.
Upload. Oh, damn it!
And he's gone. Gotta love it.
No,
Australian
Okay, it's
internet,
fine.
It's great.
No, it's entirely self-inflicted. It's fine.
also, Rory doesn't have wired internet. He uses his phone data, so...
I know.
Yes, I do.
How do you not have internet?
I do have internet. It's just my phone.
No, I mean like house internet.
We never set it up.
Okay.
We had been like this house has had a grand total of like 5-6 people ever live here, and only one of them wasn't directly. Only 2 of them weren't directly related to me.
And you just never needed it?
Yeah, basically.
Fair.
Okay, I fixed the map. It's fine. I'm annoyed that happened, but it's fine. So
Everything is fine. Everything is awesome.
so your first
Cool and normal.
cool and normal. So your first shot will be over a kilometer away at the main military compound. Where's the second one?
I actually can't see the map, but
It's all good.
okay.
I hope that there's no one
I can go.
tracking the
See the
troops.
underground base map. Oh dear.
And the second one is only about 900 meters away. It's probably part of the commercial spaceport. Other two larger tracking devices. So yes, you're doing that. Dr. Charles, what was your role for? I've forgotten because I panicked.
It was a 10.
No, what were you trying to achieve?
To calculate the shuttle with minimal movement into a cloud of debris so it will get lost in the haze.
Yeah, good point. That would work. You are able to see that there is a cloud of debris that's going to touch down about 20 kilometers outside the city, and doesn't seem to be going towards anywhere where populated. That could be a good place for them to hide and potentially land.
I will direct them there while also sending maps to Sparks, Ivan, Katalina, and Ava, going, we're going to need a pickup.
As you do that, both Ava and Ivan pull out their compads and start making calls upon receiving this information. They go, and as you're doing this, Eva gives you good job, gets on the horn. So you also tell the pilots, I assume. And
Yeah, and then I'll send a rejigged entry plot so that they can adjust themselves.
Okay. So while all this has been happening, Dimitri, have you been engaging in conversation with them, or has it just been waiting for your friends for you to support?
Probably a mix. What is it to talk about? They're heading towards the planet. I'd be feeding information to them, probably there would be safe house. We are arranging for
Oh, sorry.
your landing to be deceptive, and for pickup when you land. And then, if you're lying to us, I kill you. It's fine.
Is Ivan taking the bus?
Ivan's just making a phone call right now. It's not been decided exactly who's doing what yet.
Okay. Ivan,
Uh,
the bus?
Duh. I think so.
I'll leave it to you. If anything's suspicious, you know what to do.
So
And Katalina, by the way, at this point is pulling up on either her data pad or something. She's pulling up all the safe houses and all the info, making sure the closest one with the best supplies for medical to help them out.
of course,
And
So-
Ivan will have costumes and not costumes, disguises also.
clothes. Yeah. So brother Branford on the line says, "Wow, I'm genuinely surprised. I was expecting us to have to hide it in someone's barn and then run away.
It might still be someone's barn, but it will be probably better appointed than haystacks and rusty farming equipment.
How is this the first we're hearing of this operation? You guys are surprisingly well organized."
Mm,
Catalina will pipe in. Actually, no, she's staying quiet because she doesn't want them to know what they're doing in the background. She wants to keep it very.
it has been happening for a while, but I cannot give you any details because opposite.
Good. We will surely talk more in person. And at this point, Charles, their pilot has made their course correction and has very subtly tried to amend their course, kind of strafing over sideways. I think they probably feigned an explosion by releasing an amount of fuel and then igniting it to pretend that their chunk of debris had something combustible inside. It then went off, and they masked that in their course correction, and we're like, "I guess we're over here now," and keep on plummeting down. So that course has been corrected.
Dimitri,
Uh,
do you want to go with Ivan? You should
Duh.
probably greet your friends.
No, I should probably do this.
that would be greatly appreciated. We have much that needs to be discussed.
Do you need me, Dimitri, or are you okay to carry this by yourself?
You have waitressing duties to attend to, so I shall go by myself. Maybe I could take Loki.
He's on roof with Modo at the
Oh,
moment.
well,
You can-
okay, it's just going to be the Dimitri and Ivan show.
It's okay, you can trust Ivan. You know this.
Duh.
Speaking of which, Lucky, you just finished assembling the sniper rifle and are up on the roof with Mordo trying to get a bead on your targets. Both make me tactics rolls.
I've sent my drone a kilometer over the center of town, and it has UV over effectively the whole city with that.
Yeah, kind of.
Which is
wow.
Yep.
That's gross.
It's an 8 for tactics.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm an 8 as well. Give me a tip.
Cool.
Is it intelligence?
Yes.
Yeah, then it's an 8.
Okay. So the two of you exchange glances, and is it a situation where each one of you is aiming at a different radar array?
So hold on a sec, Lucky. There's 2 options that we do this. I take the shots quickly, and I try and make as many scatter as possible, maybe kill a few military targets so that they can't tell where the shots are coming from, or we take both at the same time.
Could do a bit of both.
All right, I'm going to pass you one of my fucked up rounds. Use this one on the...
Is that the technical term?
Yeah. Use this one on the satellite so that they can't tell where it comes from, and fire on 3.
Unfortunately, that round won't work.
Yeah.
Oh, why not?
Because the sniper rifle made for Katalina fires energy.
Ah.
It's an energy weapon. It's designed specifically for warriors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just sort of look at it and go, hang on, if that hits the satellite, isn't it going to leave marks that shows which direction the shot came from?
Not if I sever it off.
All right.
Should have gone with the railgun.
The railgun doesn't have as much range, though, does it?
The railgun has
way
2,000.
more range. Yeah. I'm going to.
It's also built very. It's also built very irresponsibly.
I'm gonna look down the scope at the far one away, and I'll
Yep.
take the longer shot because it's probably more likely I'll hit it.
Indeed.
Can I see any guards or stuff like that on the roof?
On the roof. Let's
No.
think about how they would do this.
Watchtowers, anything like that?
Well, they've likely also just received this information as well, so people are probably jumping to respond. So down your scope, you can probably see like sirens flashing, the occasional sign of vehicles mobilizing, and people dashing about.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't think there would be anybody actively looking at the radar right now because they are working. Like people would be looking at scopes provided by the radar, but aren't actually assessing it themselves.
Okay, I'm gonna make them panic a bit first. Bear with me. I'm gonna aim at the driver of whatever the lead convoy is.
Okay, I unfortunately I don't think you can aim at something that close to the ground from this angle. There's a lot of vehicles in the way.
Okay.
You could hit a guard tower or the.
Can I see the entrance, or at least someone who is relatively visible to everyone else?
If you get some altitude, you can.
Oh, fuck this. Is there anything that I can climb here?
You're kind of a bit in the suburbs. It's not as it's not as built up outside the wall.
That's a bit of a pain.
Well, the power plant would have a high.
Actually, yeah.
Would have a high
Good
point.
point. I'd say the power plant. Let's do a check. So, power plant. Also pretty low to the ground. Yeah, I think if you are somewhere near the top of the power plant, that there is probably a decently straight shot down the road to the place where vehicles leave from this military depot.
Close is it?
It's on the other side of the dam. Or the water.
Feet actually matter. Yeah, okay, too far.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I'll just aim it. Can I see anyone on the ground where it is, or no one at all?
You can probably see a few people through a window.
Sure, that's a good start.
Okay.
All right.
Are you taking a full minute to go for an execution attack, or just a regular shot?
I'll spend a turn. Oh, you know what? Hey, Lockie. I'm going to be a bit sluggish for a bit, so if drones or anything come, you're going to have to get me down.
All right.
I pull out some Reverie and jam it in my leg.
Okay. Lockie, you see Mordo pull out a stim and inject it into himself, and like as it begins to kick in, you see that his eyes that were like previously kind of just like darting about, trying to take in the scene, his eye movement and just his general body movement kind of like begins to slow, and it seems as though his heart rate kind of calming a bit, and he just like rests in his position and goes,
one shot every 12 seconds. Count them. And I'm going to take my first turn aiming and then take a shot.
Okay. Please perform the pew-pews. I think you still need to make an attack roll.
No.
Or is it? Oh, yeah, no, it's a target. So yeah, roll me 3d6, subtract the lowest.
Yep. And Alice?
Oh, you want me to do it? Sorry.
Yeah, that's 3d6.
2 4s.
So it's
Okay.
a plus 2 is a 10. Hang on, I've got to check the rules on this one. 'Cause it's...
Yeah. We were like pulling from a lot of different sources for exactly how it is your sniping works.
Yeah, so they take a physical effect save. On failure, it's instant death because I spent a turn prepping.
Yes, it is.
I'm just checking the reverie rules on what's a hit.
They failed their save.
Oh dear.
Yeah, they splatter. Their skull explodes.
Okay, so you took aim at probably like a medium rank officer who was probably like checking comms, like moving around the room kind of in a circular fashion, just like making calls, doing things, but like you're lying on your stomach, have a beat on him the entire time. You go, okay. And Lockie, you see this shot go and go and go and go, and then there's just an impact, and you can see down your scope Mordo. This guy's head just blows up, and his body, now without a head, just like collapses to its knees, and then falls chest first to the ground. Lucky. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna take my shot, I guess, just as I normally would. I mean, I'll be doing as he said, though, counting his time for him as well.
Well, what are you firing at?
I was firing at one of the arrays if I can, if it's in reach.
Okay, I'd say you have a shot at that. So yeah, please make me. It's not really a moving target. So you roll me. I want to say 2d6.
Oh, so don't roll to hit.
No, you can probably hit. Just we'll call it a skill check with your skill in energy weapons.
Yeah, we found out that target shooting, i.e., shooting a non-living target, is actually a skill check using your projectile skill.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and so depending on how high you roll, we'll see if you're able to compromise its functionality quickly enough.
All right. So it was just 2d6 with the energy weapon.
Add your dex and your skill in. Yeah.
Do you need the
That
stats
is.
for the gun?
No, because it's not actually using the weapon stats.
Okay.
It's just the energy weapons bonus, which I don't have a bonus on, but that is a 10 with my dexterity.
10. Okay. So the two of you are just lying the belly down, making shots. Your first one, you see probably near the base of a few of the different radars, there's like a fuse box where you assume a lot of the information is kind of channeled to and fro. You see that, you take aim, and you aim at like a big chunk of cables protruding from the bottom of it. You take your shot, and this big old beam of energy cuts like halfway through the fuse box and halfway through the wires, and then just all these wires just start going crazy, like sparking all over the place in response to your shot.
Alrighty.
Indeed.
That's all I can really do for the moment.
Okay. We will wait 12 seconds. Mordo, it's your turn.
Yeah, and then I'll use the second round in the clip, which I've loaded as the explosive round, to blow the top of the satellite off. Just center of the dish.
Center of the dish blow. Okay. Make me another skill check.
3d6, Alice.
Okay.
Would Sparks have the ability
6 and
to?
4, so 10. Sorry.
Easy hit.
Would
Yep,
Sparks
hits.
know whether the radars were still in operation or not?
We will see as soon as we conclude this destruction. Yeah, so the center of the main dish on this one just... Oh wait, it's explosive round. Okay, you hit. It lands like center mass in a very solid piece of metal, and then and you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The entire dish just full on explodes, and it sends pieces of shrapnel and other debris down onto the roof of the building that contains the guy you just shot. The pane of glass you shot through shatters on impact of like a piece of debris falling down and like pivoting through the window, and there's just like glass everywhere, fire, debris. It's a mess over there.
That'll take me some time to work out what happened.
At that moment, Dimitri, you're still on the line with Brother Bradford, kind of like half looking at the feed coming from Sparks, and it seems like he's been piecing his feed together from different sources. And as you hear, you wouldn't hear it, but like one of the feeds just goes dark immediately. He's like, "What just happened? I lost one of my feeds. What is going on?"
They blew up the satellites. Relax.
Oh, so useful. I was piggybacking on the port satellites. It was so easy to get into them. Just a pushover. Oh my god. Find another one. Give me a sec.
Not the one that's next closest. They're taking that out too.
I feel like we'll need some of these left.
They're only taking out 2 closest ones. Find another one, Sparks.
Okay. I'll try and get into the flipping.
If you can
into the private one.
If you can see them,
If you can see them, then the enemy can see them.
Duh.
Yes, I know, but look, good trajectory. Good job, Dr. Charles. It's a nice clean up. Very good. It's like he's.
Dimitri, you should probably leave with Ivan. It looks like they're going to land soon.
Good.
Okay.
I unplug my compact. I say, I'll see you soon.
Take whatever you need now. But the bus is still loaded from last time, I think.
I grab medkits, I grab pistol, I grab sword.
You grab Molly, grab Arnold.
Ivan, get them changed.
Take my menagerie.
Oh. What'd you say, Alice?
Ivan, take them change of clothes too.
Of course. They in power armor though. We know. Let's go. Like, so Ivan, Dimitri, and like 2 other guys who work here pile into the bus.
Wait. Doctor, should you go as well? Charles?
Am I needed to go?
I don't know. It looks like they are injured.
It
No,
also
they
appears
look
that
like
they
they
have a
were physical.
biostatic in their team as well.
Okay.
So I don't think I'm as needed as you may think.
Alright. You stay here then with us.
I think by the length of that conversation, Mordeaux would have gotten up and begun staggering down whatever access hatch leads to the roof.
Yeah. You're moving a bit like a sloth, so probably Lockie went first, and it's just watching you like very carefully descend this ladder. You like scampered up it really fast, but now on the way down, you're like, oh.
I'm okay moving as a sloth. I've already got my camo cloak up, so they can't see me if that's the problem.
Yeah, I was going to say, Lockie would actually probably spend a little bit of time up on the roof, watching to see the military reaction for what we just did.
Okay.
And then if anything started coming our way, we He would scamper inside.
You start watching. If you were aiming for like malicious sabotage of the government, you chose a great time to do it because they were not paying attention to what was going on. So
one of their feet just went dead.
Well, they're all looking up. So
yeah, they were all looking up. A feed went dead. There was a person who died, and then an explosion. So considering the theme of the evening was tracking space debris, Lucky, you think it's possible that the explosion on one of their satellites might be written off as just a small piece of space debris that was too small to appear on radar and just had an unfortunate trajectory.
Cool.
However, the fact that two specifically radar arrays were damaged in rapid succession might kind of remove the coincidence of the thing. So that might give
down the
people
line,
pause.
but now they're like, oh my fucking god.
Right now,
Especially when they do an autopsy on the body and find it's got a bullet wound rather than an explosive damage.
Right now, the main reaction being taken, from the port, the main reaction is a number of like small fighters and shuttlecraft are taking off and are actively prepared to defend the port from a potential problem. Some of the fighters are checking the surroundings. Some are aiming up to potentially shoot down debris that they can't see yet. And the response is quite similar coming from the base as well.
All right, so cool.
Yeah, no immediate heat. Yeah. Okay, so Mordo staggers down the ladder with Lockie in tow. You make your way back inside. Dr. Charles and Katalina are still glued to screens, trying to figure out what is going on and how they can help, while Dimitri, Ivan, and two mooks pile into the bus and roll out to head east into the countryside and pick up a few new friends. And I think that's a good point to end the session.
Yeah.
Yes.
We went
on a bit longer than normal.
I wasn't expect part of me was all like, you get a phone call. It's these badass guys. End of session. But you guys were all like, oh no, this is cool. Let's go. What do we do about this? I went, okay, let's go. Let's do this.
We need to help them.
We need to help them now. Let's go.
If Sparks has something I can connect to, like a compad, I just realized that I've got full UV maps of the city with the drone that can pass through internal comms to him.
Sparks says, that is gross, but I love it.
Oh boy. He never had such juicy tech before. Okay, so twas our session. It's a shame that Mikhail couldn't stick around, especially for that last portion of time, just because he probably would have contributed, and should he wish to accompany the bus out to the rendezvous, I will say that he could have been on board at the time. But I am quite looking forward to that next interaction, and with what is revealed with the mech suit that you guys have built.
So
also, congratulations! That whole thing, that whole encounter, was the second piece of news that occurred in the faction turn. You guys are going to rendezvous and are going to pick up a Harbonan unit from the faction turn.
Nice. Does that mean we can use them?
So Katalina is
If Chris kills off this character, gives him something else to play.
Katalina is so pissed off because if they had have coordinated this, if they had have had some sort of forewarning, it would have been the perfect opportunity to save her sister in this chaos.
True.
Yeah. But
Sorry,
that's
we can blow
that's
up
the
another
back
ship in
of her
space.
mind. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, you're right. Experience. I was gonna give you guys XP.
Did we get XP
Really?
last session?
Well, I mean, not last session, but I did promise you guys experience for successfully escaping like the whole sewers in your terrorism situation.
I
And I
send
forgot
that
to.
experience to Darius rather than Mordo.
I will give it to Mordo as well because I'm not a monster.
No, but I don't know. It is Darius's experience though, because he was the one who actually participated.
Mordo was also alive, technically.
If you do not wish to accept the experience, you can choose not to. But I'm offering it to you if you want it.
All right, I'll do it for both. It feels cheap, but okay.
It's all good. I dub unto thee 4,000 experience.
Ooh.
All of
nice.
you.
How much? Sorry?
Darius levels up.
4,000.
How much?
I am
How much
Yay, I'm only
experience?
7,000
4,000?
experience away.
Oh.
4,000
yeah.
experience for everybody.
I am 1,140 experience from level 8. I also think I have just finished 2 of my missions as well.
Yeah.
Really?
Potentially.
I am gonna continue recording Darius's shit because who knows if I'll need it again.
Fair enough.
So, what's experience for level 7? It's 50,000, isn't it?
Hang on. Handy dandy document.
It doubles
For
each
a
level. So
expert,
It does double each
it
level.
should be
160.
50k. Yeah.
It's 50k.
100.
Yeah, 50,000. Okay.
I'm
Lucky
in for
you're-
a huge cash load of experience when we're done with this planet. Man, cash loads.
Goals.
All the goals.
I'm not going to assign his skill points because he obviously can't learn at the moment.
Fair enough. I just realized, Lucky, you kind of haven't achieved at least one of your goals.
Yeah, at least 1. Kind of 2, kind of. But yeah, at least 1.
I'd give you like half.
Yeah, I'm halfway there. I think I've got a bit more to go.
Yeah. And you've had that one for 12 episodes.
Yeah.
And I will give you an additional 2,400 experience.
I think that's a level up.
Oh, you get a level up. Okay. Sick. You get
Beep, 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 beep.
My goals are too big.
Same.
Take too long.
Same.
so
Wow.
you get 2 skill points.
Mm-hmm. It's alright. We can
So-
worry about this afterwards.
Yes,
We'll
but there is one thing I would like you to do while we are still live.
yes.
Roll your hit points.
Roll
for
your
hit
hit
points.
points.
Now those are D8s.
Yes. So roll me
And
6 d8.
And it's 66 for Techie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 6d8 plus 6.
Oh, 6. Oh,
It
is the
is-
plus 6?
It's for Lucky. He has a
okay.
big bonus to con. So
All right. I'm gonna quickly disappear off screen for a second, so I can do this.
oh, he's going to the dice.
Ah, Darius has got. Yay, his health went up.
He doesn't trust Alice to.
What the
Roll it.
fruity tooty pooties? Okay.
That's not bad. 12,
That's a lot of
18,
sixes.
2.
6, 12, 18, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
It's the same. It doesn't change. It's exactly the same. It's 36.
Oh, that's harsh.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
still a lot of hit points, man.
Again.
Well, Darius went to
And
27, which is a
that-
really good roll for a techie.
That actually is unfortunate because my current max hit points is already 36, so nothing changes.
Yeah. Same.
Mine's 16. Stop complaining.
Yeah. The max, if I rolled 66 and got all sixes, I could have got 36, but I got 27. So that's still pretty bloody high for an expert.
Okay, so we are going to say goodnight. Ash, now you get to figure out a new goal for yourself.
Yes.
If you choose something interesting but more easily achievable than some of the lofty ones, you get more payouts for the cool stuff. So,
Yeah,
who?
but my payout's gonna be fucking huge because I've had two of these goals pretty much since we started playing.
I'm well aware.
Same.
Yeah, and one of them has been for like 10+ episodes.
So my newest goal is to help Katalina with like freeing her boner. That's been around 15 episodes. And then my other ones are reduce the effects of withdrawal for Regalia,
Which you
And-
have put some work into.
which I have put some work into, and figure out how to fix Darius.
If you fix Darius, I guess Mordo will just wander off into the sunset with a bundle of cash.
Well, I think fixing Darius has sort of become an almost impossible issue now, but I still want to research how I would have, because I still need to fix
hang
the
on.
brain
I
of
think there are
Darius.
loose plans that Pim wants to turn him into an AI. So, like, that's still potentially achievable.
It's really interesting.
Probably not the fix you envisioned, but it's a fix.
It's a fix that I can help with. Yes.
Let's
yeah.
rate, shall we?
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
okay. Who are we rating?
Who's
No, I've
around
only
at
got
11
other
PM?
one other person, which is Nerds of the West, and they're playing Luigi's Mansion.
Or DG Vixie is
I only have.
You just hit Lockie?
making stuff.
Are you 6 now?
Yeah, level 6.
Jesus. Okay.
He's been smart with his goals.
Oh no, I'm just realizing how much experience warriors take to get anywhere. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slow fucking experience,
It's
man.
at level 7, then I basically can't miss.
Well, I mean, getting from
Oh, yeah,
five,
you're
getting from 5 to 6 for a warrior is 60,000, right?
Yeah.
Getting from 6 to 7 for a techie is 50. So it's 10,000 less for the level after the one.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Crazy.
Mine's 64,000 if I want to get to level 7.
Yeah, that's
Mine's 64,000 to get to 7.
I'm
that's
still
fine.
So,
level
so
5.
psychics and warriors level up a lot slower than experts, which makes sense because experts are quick learners.
I actually disagree. It doesn't make sense at all.
Oh
It's
God, you're so
broken
bad.
mechanic.
Anyways,
Anyway,
let's raid.
who are we rating?
Let's go Nerds of the West.
Okie dokie.
It's disappeared.
Oh, they did? But nobody come back. Oh,
He came back.
Ah, sorry, I was changing across.
All good. All I have is big name streamers.
There's
Ooh.
a small art streamer called Bird Moors with 23 viewers. And they're doing art. So I'm not sure what
Art is
type of art. Let me have a look.
Mine is almost all music.
Yeah.
And all the recommended of music.
See, my problem
Mine are
is that
all
I'm
gamers.
stuck in moderator view.
This person's doing some form of anime character. So do you want to rate them? With
Yeah.
Sure.
22 viewers.
Let me.
So it's just Bird and then MAWS.
Raj, you're always playing you. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's raid them.
Hatch Films are playing Farming Simulator.
Alright, the raid will start. It'll change over in about 10 seconds. So
Okay, everybody, we will continue
Have a
on
good
with these
night.
bonkers adventure next week. Have
Oh,
a good night. Bye.
next week. Wait. Next week. What time?
Later. 8
Okay.
o'clock.
Later.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
No.
No.
Night.